So, welcome students for the physical chemistry lecture. And last time you have learned the two component system, that is the simple eutetic system. And you know, again you have also studied the Pattinson's process of desilverization of lead. And this process the it has used the phase diagram of lead silver system, and from the ore we will get 2.4% of silver. That is the application of phase diagram of lead silver system in the Pattinson's process. And now you are going to study the two component systems with formation of compound with congruent melting point. Here, two component systems with formation of congruent melting point. Here, all of you know the congruent melting point means the melting point at which the composition of the solid and its liquid. These two compositions are same one. And remember that all melting points are congruent melting point. That means the composition of solid and the melt. That means its liquid formed at its melting point is the same one. All such melting points are called as congruent melting point. And here the two component systems with formation of congruent melting point here means, suppose we have a solid A and solid B. These are the two pure solids, and by the combination of these two pure solids a third solid, that means AB compound is formed. Remember, by the combination of solid A and solid B, it is formed. And this solid AB, when it gets melted at its melting point, the composition of this new solid AB formed, it has same composition. That means the solid form and its liquid form. These two compositions are same. And remember, in case of such systems, there may formation of one compound, two compound, three compound or four compound with congruent melting points are also uh, takes place. And remember, in case of ferric chloride water, we have four new compounds having congruent melting point. We will see first a general case, that means a formation of solid with congruent melting point. As usual, this is the phase diagram of formation of compounds with congruent melting point. And this is the combination of two eutetic systems. Suppose we divide this diagram by this line D, D dash. This is the first simple eutetic diagram towards the left side, and this is the second eutetic diagram towards the right hand side. And the combination of these two eutetic systems, it is the phase diagram of two component system in which formation of compounds with congruent melting point takes place. Okay, so remember that by the combination of two pure compounds there is a formation of third solid phase, and that solid phase has the same composition in a melted form also, and that point, it is the congruent melting point. Then the explanation of this phase diagram. As usual, curves are univariant, and in this diagram there are three curves. Here the curve AC, the curve BE, and the curve CDE. Remember that all these curves are univariant. That means along the curve AC, two phases are in equilibrium, and that two phases are solid A and the liquid of A and B. Solid A and liquid A and B. These two phases are in equilibrium. So the curve AC, it is a univariant curve. Then see this curve, curve BE. Along the curve BE, two phases are in equilibrium, solid B and liquid. And this B curve, it is also a univariant curve. Here, along the curve BE, two phases are in equilibrium, solid B and liquid. Okay. Then this curve, it is also a univariant curve. Then, as already all of you know that the freezing point or melting point of solid A, it decreases along the curve AC due to the addition of B into A. And at this C point, in the mixture of A and B, a new solid is formed. This is the C point, and it is a eutetic point. And at this C point, three phases are in equilibrium, and that three phases are solid A, solid AB, and solution. Solid A, solid AB, and solution. This C point, it is a eutetic point. Then as we increase the temperature here, as we increase the temperature of the system at this C point, the solid AB, it starts melting, and this is the melting point curve of solid AB. As we move along the curve C, D, E, as we increase the temperature, the melting point of a AB compound, and at this D point, the complete melt of solid AB takes place. D point is the congruent melting point of the compound AB. That means this DC curve, it is the solubility curve of AB. It solubility curve of AB, and this curve, so as solubility of AB increases with increase in temperature. This curve CD, it tells us that the solubility of AB, it increases with increase in temperature, and the curve DE, it indicates that the solubility of AB, it decreases with decrease in temperature. And at this B point in the solution, a new solid is formed, and that new solid, uh, that is the solid B, and this point, it is a melting point of B. Then in this diagram we have two eutetic points, point C. Here solid A, solid AB, and solution is there. So C point, it is a non-variant point. Then at E point we have solid B, solid AB, and solution. Again, by using the condensed phase rule, E point, it is also a eutetic point and having degree of freedom, here it is 0. Then here, suppose we have a this temperature T, and this is the solubility of solid AB on the curve CD, and on this curve here DE, this is a X dash. This also explains us the solubility of compound AB. Okay. See here. Then the solubility at this point X and at this point X dash. Whether these two solubilities are same one at the same temperature T. Suppose this is a T temperature and these two solubilities are not same. Though we have here a solid AB, its solubility increases with increasing temperature along the curve CD, and along the curve DE, the solubility of AB decreases with decrease in temperature. Though these two points are at same temperature, the solubility of AB at point X and at point X dash, these two solubilities are not same. The compositions of the solid AB at point X and at point X dash, these two are not same, and such a solubility, it is called as retroflex solubility. Retroflex solubility. Remember that. Then the area above these points A, C, D, we have bivariant system. That means we must mention temperature as well as composition of the system. Same is the case here. The area above B, E, D, we have to mention temperature as well as composition. That means the areas are bivariant systems. Then this is the eutetic point. Again, this is a eutetic point. Eutetic points are non-variant system. At the eutetic point, three phases are in equilibrium. Again, this curve AC, it is called as liquidus. Then this curve BE, it is also called as liquidus. Again, this curve CDE, it is also a liquidus because liquid is present here, and the line, this line here below, we have only solid A, solid AB, and this line, below this line, we have solid B and solid AB. So these areas are called as solidus compounds. This is the explanation of the two component systems with formation of congruent melting point. Then see this example again, the magnesium zinc system. Here magnesium and zinc system, though it is not included in your syllabus, the phase diagram of zinc magnesium system, it is the system with formation of congruent melting point. And Here 420 degrees centigrade, it is the melting point of solid zinc, and 650 it is the melting point of solid magnesium. And by the combination of magnesium and zinc, a new solid is formed, and that new solid is magnesium zinc. That is the alloy, and this alloy, it has a melting point having 590 degree centigrade temperature. At this B point, having temperature 380, in this molten mass we have zinc as well as zinc and magnesium alloy. Okay, this B point, it is a eudetic point. Here A, B, it is a freezing point curve of magnesia, and this curve here ED, it is the freezing point curve of magnesium, and this is the freezing point curve of zinc. Along this curve AB, two phases are in equilibrium. Here solution phase and solid zinc phase. This curve is unified. Again, along this curve ED, two phases are in equilibrium. Here solid magnesium and liquid of zinc and magnesium. Okay, then see this curve, this curve. This is the solubility curve of magnesium and zinc, and if we consider any these two solubilities of the zinc and magnesium alloy, here along this curve solubility increases and along this curve solubility decreases. So at the same temperature, these two solubilities are not same, they are different, and such a solubility, it is called as retroflex solubility. And this diagram, it is the combination of two eudetic systems. This is the example of two component system with formation of congruent melting point. Okay, and then the ferric chloride water system. This is a also example of formation of congruent melting point. Then here in this diagram we have 100% H2O, and here we have 100% ferric chloride, and here the formula of ferric chloride, instead of writing FeCl3, they have written Fe2Cl6 to avoid the fractional number of water molecules at tetrahydrate and pentahydrate of ferric chloride. Here in case of ferric chloride and water system, there is a formation of dodecahydrate, heptahydrate, pentahydrate and tetrahydrate of ferric chloride. And the phase diagram, here it is shown like this. We will see and later on the phase diagram, explanation of the phase diagram of ferric chloride and water system. Though this diagram is it contains 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 eudetic points, and these are the melting points of the new formed solids. Okay, we will see later on.